So this is instruction for making this project a little better. So what I've done is created a script for the attractions between the particles in the solid phase or the liquid phase. I've called it cluster attractions script, and the key is to attach this to the parent cluster. So for example, you have the set of 8CO2 solid, you attach this script to that cluster. It's basically designed to make the molecules attract each other, and the variables you set are the strength of attractions. That's something you set, that's a public, and you have to set this list, populated manually by developer and inspector. So now I'll show you how to use this. Go to my prefabs. The solid is here. This is set of 8 CO2 solids. I'll add a component. So let's first go here to the scene view, and you can see there it is. There's the 8 CO2 solids. So here's this 8 CO2 solid prefab. Add component scripts, and you'll have to have imported the cluster attraction script already, but I'm giving that to you. Alright, so there you go, and you can see there's two public variables. One is the list and one is the strength. For the solids, experiment, but maybe 5 is a good place to start. And then this list, there'll be 8 in the list, and if you click the little triangle, we'll expand it. And these are the 8 here on the left in the hierarchy. So click and drag it over. That's 0. This is 1. So a little bit of work in the beginning to set up the prefab, but once you've done this, for me it worked really well, seamlessly, and made it so that when you deleted this prefab, then the list was deleted along with it, and when you instantiated a new prefab, the list is already there. It's part of the prefab. Okay, so if we go back to the game, should be now that if I have the CO2 solid, there they are, and they have the script attached, cluster attractions, because I modified the prefab. So any instance of this set of 8 CO2 should have the cluster attraction script already on it. Okay, and if I press play, they should wiggle. There they are, wiggle, 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 wiggle. And if I make the strength of attraction stronger, then they do wiggle more. They're more strongly attracted, so they're more bouncy. So you can experiment with what strength of attraction you like, and when you find what you like, then make sure you go back to the prefab, this prefab, and set that to be what you like. So if you like 20, then make the prefab have a strength of attraction 20. Alright, similarly for the liquid. So here's a liquid prefab with the walls. If you have this script attached right now, last time I talked to you, we attached this script, get rid of it, and instead add the script, the cluster attraction script, and it's the same thing. You need to populate your list. There are 8, and you need to set the strength of attractions. For liquids, maybe start at 3. Again, experiment with that until you like what the behaviors are. But then here I'm dragging from the hierarchy on the left and dragging them over. And once I've done this for the prefab, it'll be good for every instance of the prefab. When you instantiate, when you destroy, it'll work perfectly. Okay, there we go. So that's how you set up the clusters so that they have attractions.